Hello, Chill Computer Guy. Today we're going to talk about the release of Bitwig 2.0. Now, I put in for the beta and I haven't had any response. I'd like to do an actual kind of a semi-review, much like I did Reason 9.0. But what I have here is I have a hot copy of Bitwig 1.0. This is the original release. This is the original box. This is great. It has the disc, it has the stickers, it has all the this is a great thing. I love it. It's a big box, and it's kind of one of my prized possessions as far as software goes. This and I have a copy of of Adobe Production Premium CS4 Production Premium. But I love when software comes in big boxes like that. I mean, it's a cool look. Sorry, I'll put it in front of my mess here so you can't see my messy desk here. Like I say, I submitted my email and name and my information for beta testing. I did it a little bit late. One of the things I'm not super excited about is the pricing for the upgrade. Now, if you look here, Bitwig Studio was released January 22nd, 2014. This is Bitwig 1.0. Okay, so that's nearly, well, it's about 2.5 years ago, I guess. I'm just going to call it 2.5 years ago. Now, with the pricing, I want to just pay a flat upgrade fee. That's how I feel. The upgrade fee to Bitwig 2.0 is $169. That's a little high for a 2.0 software, in my opinion. Now, I think the software is really good. I mean, I'm very excited about the software, but that is only good for 12 months of upgrades. So what scares me about that is it seems kind of a little bit like a more of a subscription base. Now, I know you can't say that because once you upgrade, then you do own all those upgrades for the next 12 months. In other words, you know, if you upgrade to 2.0 in 13 months from now, a major upgrade comes out of something you've been wanting all along, you're stuck having to pay more money. Now, I really think that as far as upgrades go, you should pay a fee for the upgrade and you should be good until Bitwig 3.0 in this case. So there has been point upgrades, but usually a 0.5 but as often as they're updating Bitwig Studio, there's a lot of major updates here that added a lot of, mainly 1.2 added grouped layers. I think it was 1.2 added grouped layers, you group tracks. So that was great. But as far as these last like 5 upgrades, they've actually made the program run worse on my system. So so let's look here. We got Bitwig 2.0, all the modulators, all the information, and it's great. It's great. Like I'm super excited about Bitwig 2.0. What I'm not excited about, however, is this the upgrade. The upgrade from Bitwig Studio 1 to Bitwig Studio 2 is priced at $159 US. Now, what is concerning is if you look at the official Bitwig 1 release date, like I say, it was 2.5 years ago. So if they stay with the same pace, this upgrade, 2.5 years worth of this, is going to be, you know, a little over $400. That to me is like, okay, so am I going to have to in the next 2.5 years spend $400 to get the latest greatest of Bitwig Studio? That's a little horrifying to me. Now, they say, and I've heard through the grapevine, that they are adding more programmers and increasing their staff, and so upgrades should be coming more often. But again, if there's a major upgrade that has something that you've wanted in the program, if there's that major thing that you've been waiting for and they finally upgrade, if it's month 13, month 14, you're going to have to pay for that. And so that's a little scary. Now, This 12-month free upgrade, it says, announces a new license model. When purchasing a Bitwig Studio license, you get 12 months of upgrades and updates for free. Why this upgrade plan's better than our previous model: we will be able to release key features as they are ready instead of holding them back. So this is similar to a subscription model to me. Like the only one I can think of offhand is the Adobe Creative Cloud. Now that is amazing because you get basically $5,000 worth of software for, you know, $50 a month, or, you know, or whatever. And so that's great. And then if there is an update, it's instant. You don't have to wait. It's like, oh, I got to wait for the 0.5 release, or you know, oh, they have an upgrade coming up next year and it has a lot of the things I've been wanting, but it's not ready for release. And so the thing about this is you're gonna constantly be getting this. Could add to instability with the software. I imagine they're going to test a lot of the new features before they actually release them, but we will be able to release key features as they are ready instead of holding them back. For major releases, this enables us to offer you new features and content updates more regularly. Additionally, if you're a new customer, you won't need to worry about any potential upcoming releases when buying your license. Now that to me doesn't make any sense, because if you buy 2.0, if there's an update, that's fine. You update. You simply update through. I mean, they have an engine there where you can just click at the top, upgrade, and it does it all for you. You know, you don't even have to uninstall anything. I mean, it's very, very nicely integrated as far as updates. So to me, it's like, okay, so you don't have to worry about pushing the button at the top of the screen. You're still going to have to push the button at the top of the screen that says there's a newer version, blah, blah, blah. You know, so that to me doesn't make any sense. As any software upgrade or update will be free of charge within the first 12 months from the day you register it in your Bitwig user account. How much will the renewal of 12-month upgrade plan cost? $169 US. The upgrade plan includes all updates and upgrades, also major ones released during the time period. Well, I would hope they would include major ones. Wouldn't that be something if you paid the $169 and you only got the minor updates and minor upgrades? So this to me again is just, it's like, I don't get it. Why are you telling me this? Can I continue using the software with my upgrade plan expires? Of course. So that it's not a subscription. You get everything, you know. Yes, you can. This is not a subscription. You own a perpetual license. The upgrade plan is only required if you want access to the latest version. After the 12-month period that comes with your initial purchase has expired. Now, so in other words, again, let's say I go for Bitwig 2 on February 28th, which is when it's going to be released. And I'm like, oh man, the next 12 months have been great. That's been worth every frickin' dime of my upgrade fee. Now let's say January, February, March. Let's say March 2018 pops up, okay? And there's a major upgrade. It's the upgrade I've been waiting for. It's like, oh man, I'm finally so glad they finally added this to the software. Well, since it's after the February 28th of 2018, I'm stuck paying for that. Even if it's still Bitwig 2.0, it might be Bitwig 2.0.5, whatever. You know how and so I'm feeling like I don't like this licensing model really. Just because, why wouldn't they plan some major updates in March of 18? Because they assume that most of the people have purchased the upgrade in late February. So it seems like it would be in their best interest. I mean, it gives them the ability to kind of like really, you know, what if there is a major update and it's ready for release in January of 2018, but they're like, let's hold it off a couple of months because people will you know, again, do their 12-month upgrade. So in that way, it kind of bugs me because I think a lot of the upgrades, they'll probably hold back until that 12-month period, and then they'll release that upgrade because they want people to pay again. So, I mean, I'm not a big fan of this model. I would rather just pay the $169 and be good to go. Not have to worry about it. Not have to worry about a 12-month period. I would rather just, and if they want to do a point release, let's say Bitwig 2.5. Let's say they do a Bitwig 2.5. You know, I'd be more willing to pay for that than a bunch of updates and upgrades that are within the 12 months, and then something they would have put in 2.5 is on month 13th or 14th, you know. That way, you know. But the proper license model, in my opinion, is when you buy software, you're good. You know, Bitwig 2.0, you pay your 169 and you're good to go until Bitwig 3.0 is released. That's what I like. That's what is fair, and that's how it should be. Because I honestly see them holding back major updates for that 12-month threshold just so people will and so in a way they can kind of structure this a little bit and not make it in the best interest of the user of the software. Can I continue using the software? Yes. Does Bitwig Studio now come at an annual cost of the upgrade price? No, you can wait to renew your license until you discover a new feature you like in the latest version of Bitwig Studio, and then get back on board again. Will my upgrade plan renew automatically? No. 4 weeks before the upgrade plan ends, you'll be notified via the email, whatever. Okay, so I'm pretty sure when I first heard about Bitwig 2, and please comment, because I don't know if I was just losing my mind, but when I first heard about Bitwig 2's release, I could have swore there was this 12-month free upgrade and it was $100. I'm almost positive that they had a 12-month upgrade for $100. So you could do the upgrade for $169, which was just the upgrade, and then they had a 12-month free upgrade model for $100. And again, I might be losing my mind, but I could have swore that when they first announced Bitwig 2.0, that was an option you had. And it doesn't reflect that on the Bitwig website right now, but I'm pretty sure I saw that at one point. So please, if you can, comment and let me know, because I'm like, am I losing my mind? Because I was really, really on board with paying the $100 and seeing where Bitwig goes in the next year. And then, you know, of March, if in February 28th of 2018, a year from now, I would be more than happy to pay another $100 if Bitwig's really going in a good direction. I mean, in a way, this kind of, the good thing about it is it gives the user of the software an option as far as if they don't like the direction they're going with, Bitwig is going with the software, it does give you that option to just be like, you know, I'm going to dump the software. I'm not going to renew my license. I don't really like, you know, where they're going with it. And then that also opens up another question. If let's say hypothetically I get the upgrade on February 28th 2017, let's say February 28th of 2018, I'm like, you know, I'm not really using the software that much. I don't want to pay the to renew my 12-month window of updates and upgrades. I don't want to do that. I'm just gonna, and then let's go way into the future. Let's say in 2019 or way in the future, there's some crazy stuff. Like the software goes a whole nother direction. You're like, man, I really want to jump back on board now. Now, how much is it going to cost me? In other words, let's say I don't renew or upgrade for a full 12-month cycle, and then all of a sudden I want to jump back on board. You know, am I going to have to pay the 169 twice? Is there going to be a special upgrade from, you know? So, I mean, I imagine with the point upgrades, there's going to be a certain threshold when you go over a certain amount of upgrades where you're going to have to pay, you know, that fee again based on the last time. You know, let's say there's a 3-month window and then you renew. I don't know. I guess there could be good things, but I honestly, I don't know how excited I am about this upgrade deal just because this 12-month window. I just prefer to pay my money and be good to go until Bitwig 3.0. You know what I mean? And if they want to do a 2.5, then do a 2.5. I would honestly rather have the option to do a 2.5 of course, with major upgrades and updates, rather than pay this 12-month window. But who knows? They might have tripled their team. They might, within the next 12 months, there might be so many updates and so many upgrades. And this is what I hope, that it's worth every dime. I'm hoping that 12 months from now, this software is insane, even more insane than it is with the 2.0 release. I mean, I'm hoping they go in a really strong, powerful direction, but I'm just looking at what I'm looking at is the original release date. Bitwig Studio release date, January 22nd, 2014. And you know, today it's February. We're in the month of February 2017. So that's about 2.5 years. And so I'm looking at, you know, I'm looking at 1.0, and then I'm looking at 1.3.15, and I'm looking at 2.5 years worth of updates and upgrades. Anyway, so that's my little rant. I've been super busy. I'm on the graveyard shift over there, so I've been super busy working and sleeping, and you know, with the snow removal and everything. So I haven't had a lot of big chance to make a lot of new tutorials, but I've also kind of redone the studio a little bit, so I'm gonna have some stuff coming up the next couple of months. But I'm planning on. I'm still waiting for the beta. Hopefully the beta will come in. I mean, it's to the point where the software's gonna be released next week, so I'll probably just. Now that's another thing. Hopefully I have the option to demo the software. I want to demo 2.0 before I put out the money, because that's a lot of money in my opinion. And if I'm still having these DSP spikes, because I'm planning on reinstalling the whole thing, if I'm still having these DSPS spikes with and issues with because I have other DAWs, and I'll put the exact same, you know, I'll put a 7-note chord through codecs, which is pretty strenuous, and that will run fine on other DAWs. And then all of a sudden Bitwig has some spiking issues. So I'm definitely comparing the DSP performance, and if I'm still having this sluggishness in 2.0, I don't know, you know, but I definitely want to demo the software. I don't want to just be like, yeah, I want to demo it. I was hoping on demoing it through the beta, although the beta you can't really take that. You know, it's a beta. Anyway, if you haven't already, please subscribe, and we'll see you guys next week. And again, comment on that. If you did see this 12-month free upgrade for $100, if it was up there, like, because I swear to goodness that I saw that on the website. Now I can't find it anywhere, because that was actually the path I was going to go. I was going to do the $100 12-month upgrade, and then that's, I mean, that's still money, but it's like, it gives me a full year to see where the software is going to go. And if it goes in a positive direction, then I'm on board, you know. Again, subscribe, leave a comment, and we'll see you guys next week. Thank you.